Hi y'all, welcome back to my channel. So in a recent video that I uploaded, the video Ride With Me to Class, if you've seen that video, you will remember that I talked about bringing something new to my channel. And what I was thinking about bringing to my channel is doing some videos where I actually talk more about the Bible, bring more spiritual vibe to my channel. I talked about maybe like playing a song for the day, and we listen to the song, then I read a verse or a scripture. It might relate to the song, it might not relate to the song, but either way, you're going to be inspired by the song, you're going to be inspired by the scripture or the verse. Um, I wanted to do this because I wanted to be able to give some people some encouraging words. You might be going through something today, and I want to be able to give some words that might help you. I talked about also in that video that I feel like some people come to my channel to listen to the music because I play spiritual vibe music, whether if it's old school music, new school music, white gospel Christian music, black gospel Christian music, rap gospel Christian music. I'm a Christian person, so I try to keep that spiritual vibe on my channel. So I want to be able to help someone who may be struggling through their day, might need a song or a word to help them get them through their day. Or maybe you at the end of the day, you already went out and had a rough day. You might come home, watch one of my videos, and listen to the song or hear some words that can, help you get over what you just went through that day. It might brighten up your day. Also, I want to welcome somebody into Christ who don't know Jesus to accept the Lord Jesus Christ Savior in your life. Um, through the Holy Bible, encourage your words or song or something. So y'all have to excuse me. I woke up with one of my migraines, so please excuse me. So anyway, y'all, let's just jump right into this video. So I decided that this first video should be about how I became a Christian, and maybe tell my testimony that might help someone that maybe struggle, who want to become a Christian, or maybe you was a Christian but you got strayed away, and you want to try to get back into becoming a Christian. So grab your snacks, grab your coffee, tea, whatever. This video might be a little bit longer than expected because I'm going to be talking about how I was raised as a Christian, how I left from being a Christian, and how I became back being a Christian. All right. Okay, so basically, I've been raised up in church ever since I was a little girl. My mom's Christian, my dad's Christian. My dad wasn't always Christian though, but sooner or later in life he became a Christian by my mom being a Christian. The Bible talks about the wives sanctify the husband or the husband sanctify the wife. So by my mom being saved and a Christian, that convinced my dad to become saved and a Christian. So today they both Christians. So, anyway, like I said, I was raised up in church my whole life. Um, it was two things you always had to do in my mom's house, and that was go to church and go to school. If you wasn't sick, and you couldn't just tell her like, "Mom, I'm sick. I don't feel good today." No, you had to be in the bathroom vomiting, actually throwing up sick for her to be like, "Okay, you don't have to go to church. You don't have to go to school." If you're not doing that, then you going to church and you going to school. My mama didn't play. She didn't play. What kind of religion am I? Some of y'all might know this or might get an idea. If you don't, I'm Pentecostal. I'm Pentecostal holiness religion. Some people call it Pentecostal. Some people call it holiness. It's the same thing. It's just some people call it one thing. Some people call it another one. The Bible talks about Pentecostal and holiness. Um, what do my religion beliefs are? My religion beliefs, they go by the King James Version Bible. As you can see, that's what I have right here, the King James Version Bible. Um, Now, the Bible that my religion goes by. Some people might say that Pentecostal is more on the strict side. What I mean by being strict, like they obey basically everything in the King James Version say. And if you tell them anything different, they will not believe you. Um, as I was growing up in school, my religion and mom, they believe in women should dress in a modest way. Um, I think Deuteronomy, the fifth chapter, talks about dressing in a modest way, if I'm not mistaken. Anything that I quote out the Bible, like a scripture or something, um, if I don't know the exact scripture or whatever, then I will look it up and put it down in the comment if I can remember. Um, Not in the comment, down in the description if I can remember. And if I forget, then if y'all have any questions, y'all can ask me down in the comments, like where did this scripture come from? Where can I find that? Then I try to send it to you. But anyway, so my mom believe in you dressing them out this way. So as growing up in school, I had to wear dresses and skirts every day. Growing up in school, I couldn't wear any pants or anything like that. Um, Growing up in school was very hard um, because I got picked on a lot. Excuse me. Um, Growing up in school was very hard because I got picked on a lot. I was known as the church girl. Everybody called me the church girl. That's the church girl. That's church girl. That's church girl. Um, and on top of that, I know y'all know this. My teeth are kind of big, so I got picked on. I got called big teeth church girl. I want you to comment below if your religion is Pentecostal or holiness, whichever one your religion calls it. Comment below if you experienced this, if your parents grew up and y'all wore dresses and skirts and no pants and stuff like that. Also, my religion believe in no piercing of the body. So therefore, you probably notice I don't wear any earrings. My ears are not pierced at all. I do not have my kids' ears pierced. Um, Now, as I got older, I have started wearing pants because I have learned that modest way means you dressing in a wholesome way. You're not showing everything. Like I don't ever show anything. But the Bible do specifically say no piercing of the ear and no piercing of the body. This what it say. I would try to find that exact scripture where it said that the exact verse and put it down in the description box as well. But the Bible do specifically say no piercing of the body. So piercing is in piercing, piercing on your body, tattoos and stuff. It's like piercing of the body. So I don't get any piercing. Like I said, my kids. A lot of people ask, "You're not gonna get your kids' ears pierced?" I'm like, no. I was taught that you don't do that, and the Bible do specifically say no piercing of the body. But everybody got their own belief. I'm not gonna knock anybody. I'm not gonna say that you're wrong for doing it. I just know what I believe and what I feel. That's what this scripture is talking about when it say no piercing of the body. Just like I just stated, where I grew up and found out what dressing the modest way means. Some people might still think we don't supposed to wear pants, but like I say, I believe modest way means you're dressing in a wholesome way. Like I stated earlier, I got picked on in school, so I didn't have really no friends. Growing up, I didn't have any friends. Once I got in middle school, I became friends with this one girl, and coincidentally, she was just like me. She was Pentecostal. She was a church girl. She wore dresses and skirts every day. The only difference was she didn't get picked on because she didn't have big teeth and whatever. So by me having big teeth, that what made people being known as the church girl. They couldn't do anything. Had strict rules. Like we was taught that you couldn't go to the movies. We was taught you couldn't go to sporting events. So I wasn't allowed to actually go to football games like that. like I said, I couldn't go to movies. We couldn't really go out like that. Now, my parent wasn't as strict as some of the other parents was, um, but they was, a little bit strict and believed that we couldn't do certain things. So as I say, I couldn't go out and do some of the things that my cousins and some of them was doing. So as I got older, I would sneak out and do things like I would sneak out and go to, like stay the weekend with my cousins, and we would sneak out and go to the club. As I got older, my parents really didn't care about me going to the movies, as long as I wasn't watching something that was outrageous or anything, something that was good to watch, not nothing that was bad to watch. So as I stated earlier too, as you get older, you will understand that you can do a lot of these things as long as you do it in the right way. So it's nothing wrong with going to the movies, y'all, as long as you're not watching anything that's so dramatic that, it's not suitable for a Christian person to watch. But if you're watching something good, then it's okay to go to the movies. It's okay to go to sporting events. You know what to do, right or wrong. You know what the Ten Commandments is. So, hey, what's different that you can't do at your house that you can't do at the, you know, I feel like that a lot of Christian kids that grew up as a Christian child in a Christian home, as they get older, they do certain things because they were so bound up as a child, as a teenager, they were so bound up when they couldn't do certain things, so they just go out and do it on their own, which lead to a lot of destruction, leads to a lot of, bad situations. I know that you should train a child up the way they should grow. Now, I'm not saying don't train them up in the right way. Of course, you're going to train them up as the Bible, yeah, you're going to train them up as the Bible, so much strict rules that will cause them to just get tired of it and go out there and do their own thing. So it was a point in my life when I actually went out there and did those things. I smoked, I drank, I did drugs. I got with a group of people that wasn't the right group of people I should be hanging with. Um, as I got older, um, like I said, I used to sneak out with my cousins and stuff. We used to go out to the club and stuff. Now deep down, I know I wasn't raised to go to the club. I know my parents wouldn't approve me going to the club, but I used to do it anyway because I felt like I want to go out and live my life. I want to do my own thing. I'm tired of being bound up in this Christian life, doing what my parents telling me to do. So, excuse me. So I went out there, and even though I would go to the club and stuff, I didn't feel comfortable going. Like I didn't feel like there's something that I really wanted to do. I just did it because other people was doing it, and I felt like if I did do it, then people would like me more. People would talk about me. People would stop calling me church girl. People would stop thinking, oh, keep church girl don't go out and do anything. They're not allowed to do this. So I did things to make them know that yes, I am allowed to do this. Yes, I can do this, but you can't tell me nothing. So I went out and I did them things, y'all, just for that reason. Also, I was taught that if you, excuse me, if you're a Christian person, if you a church person, then you should get into a relationship with another church person and get with a man or a woman that's religious, that's a church man or church woman as you, um, which I do believe that that's true in some ways, um, but I do believe that God will put like, okay, some people believe that if you're a church person, then you should automatically get with a church person in relationship wise. Let's say, for instance, you're a church girl, then they expect you to get with a church man. Um, Now, me, I got my own opinion about that. Um, and I'm gonna explain to you why. I'm about to break it down to you why my opinion about that is a little bit different. I believe that God would put a spiritual person with someone that's not really a spiritual person. And the simple fact, I believe that because let's say, for instance, you is a church person. You go to church and you try to live for God every day. And you got this other person that's really not a church person and they don't really know too much about God. Okay, let's say, for instance, they living in sin, they smoke, they drink, they're doing all this kind of sinful stuff. But God wants that person to change. And let's say they headed down the road of destruction. Either they're going to be in their grave or either they're going to be in jail, in prison somewhere for the rest of their life. But God wants that person to change. I believe that God will put that person that's not Christian with a person that's Christian because God feels like that Christian person can save that unchristian person to become a Christian person for their life to be changed. Are y'all following? Are y'all get what I'm saying? So therefore, that's why I believe that it's not necessary that you have to get with another Christian person. The Bible clearly states that the wife sanctify the husband sanctify the wife. So I do believe that you could be saved and bring somebody else to Christ by you. Some people get saved through other people by watching your life get saved. It's just like a friend. You might be a friend to someone that's not saved. It's this movie called Something to Think About, and the man play on it from Family Matters. Anyway, Google that movie, Something to Think About. Pull it up on your browser, um, or YouTube might have it where you can watch it for free. If not, go through the browser and watch it on one of those websites that let you watch free movies. But it got something to think about. And Eddie from Family Matters, he plays in that movie. I think one of the sisters play on it. Um, and I can't think of the lady name, but it's the same lady that plays on what's the movie? Um, doggone it, yeah, I can't think. The movie Soul Food. Their mom, she plays on this movie. Anyway, and she also plays on um the Tyler Perry movie, Meet the Browns, Angela Bassett. She was the lady, I guess, owned apartments, and she was watching everybody kids. Yeah, she was the same lady that was babysitting people kids, and she has Angela Bassett doing the movie Where's My Money. Anyway, y'all, she plays on the movie, and Eddie, she meets up with Eddie, like they connect together. I can't remember Eddie's name in the movie, but they meets up at a grocery store or something, and he talks about his mom died some years ago. He had nobody or whatever. So she convinced him to come over to her house, and she feeds him dinner, and she convinced him to like go back to school. And her granddaughter is one of the sisters, and they started to connect with him. But she convinced him to start going to church. So he started going to church, and he got this another homeboy on the side, and both of them was on the street. They sold drugs. So he stopped selling drugs, and he went to church like one night, gave himself to Christ, and became saved. Find out this man can sing. And I think this is a Kurt Franklin. Well, I think Kurt Franklin did this movie out. Because Kurt Franklin, he also plays as the church choir director, whatever. So Eddie became the head lead singer of the choir. So anyway, he tried to convince his homeboy to get saved. Anyway, to get through this, at the end of the movie, the homeboy became saved. Like, I think something happened. he got shot or something, but he survived, and he ended up going to church. Eddie convinced his best friend to go to church, and he ended up getting saved. Yeah. So I try to leave the name of that movie at the bottom if I can remember, y'all. If I forget and y'all want to know the name of the movie, whatever, then ask me below and I'll give y'all the name of the movie. But I'm gonna tell you the name of the movie now. It's something to sing about. I think that's the name of it. If you haven't seen it, go check that movie out. But he convinced his friend through him being saved, his friend ended up getting saved. So as I stated, I believe that an unsaved person, God can put them in the saved person's life for them to see through that person's life for they to change. I got with a man that's supposed to be a pastor, supposed to be a Christian, but once I got with him, we got into a relationship. I found out he wasn't what he stated he was. I had a bad relationship with him. Um, the relationship was more of an abusive relationship. I was forced to do things I didn't want to do, and it just really took me out my whole Christian comfort zone. I actually moved away from home, and I moved um, out of town with this man. Continue on with my life. I started to do drugs. I started to do weed, coke. Yeah, I did that. I'm not ashamed to tell y'all that um, I did all this. Um, also, when I got with this certain man, and I'm not gonna call his name or anything like that, y'all. But when I got with this man, and like I said a while ago, he convinced me that he was a Christian man. He was a pastor and everything, and he convinced me to get into a relationship with him. He convinced me that we was gonna be together forever. He convinced me that God told him that I was gonna be his woman for the rest of our life and things like that. So, you know, I was so easy and influenced by this man that I just jumped right into his arm. Like, I guess because I have been bound up into a lifestyle that I got tired of being bound up in. So I felt like, let me get out of this lifestyle and go into my own lifestyle and see what the outcome's gonna be. So I moved away from home, y'all. I left home. When I first got with this man, my mom and dad, they wasn't too happy about this man. Like they didn't really, like they say, your mom knows best. So my mom would always tell me she didn't really care for this man. My dad didn't really care for this man. She wondered how did I meet this man? He actually contacted if he lived out of town. How did I meet this man? He actually contacted me online, y'all. Now when he first contacted me, he sent me a message. I read the message. The message said that he had known me for other churches. Now, what my church do, and your church might do the same thing, we fellowship with other churches. So we go out of town to other churches and like, churches fellowship with each other. So, according to him, he had noticed me at, I guess, some other church that we had none visit and fellowship with out of town. So that's how he know me. And he discovered me online on Facebook or whatever. So anyway, I decided to start talking to this man, get this man to try. I guess because I always felt I would never have a man, I would never get married because, like I said, I got picked on coming up in school, and I felt like ain't nobody wanted me. Good 6 months. He asked me to move in, move up to where he lived it. And at first, I was so hectic about it. Like I wasn't for sure if I wanted to do that at first. I guess I was just so vulnerable. He caught me at a vulnerable time. He called me at a time, like I said, where I felt like, what else I got to lose? Don't nobody want me, so hey, I might as well get somebody else from out of town to try to see how it would work. Make a mistake I made in my life. I end up getting myself into a bad relationship. I end up, um, he was abusive to me, and we got into fights a lot. Um, he had me bound down. I barely called home. The person I really talked to was my mom, and that was maybe like once or twice a month. And even then, when I talked to him, he was like right there beside me, hearing my conversation, or either if he was at work and I talked to my mom, then it seemed like you could tell the phone was tapped. Like, it seemed like if my mom called me or I called her, it would automatically ring to his cell phone or something where he can, like, hear what me and my mom is talking about. Also, when he go to work, he would unplug the internet boxes. Like, he would do crazy stuff. He would unplug the internet box where I couldn't even communicate. I couldn't get online by myself. He would be right there watching me, seeing what I'm actually doing online and stuff like that. So yeah, it was just a lot, y'all. But I wanted to get out. I tried to get out. Every time I did, either I got beaten, I got threatened. My life was just, I was going through hell at that time. The devil really had a hold on me, and I would cry. The devil had me he would come to my mind and have me to want to do things that I knew that if I did it, my parents wouldn't really never hear from me anymore. I just had I was in this bad situation that I couldn't get myself out at that moment. Because you never know until you go through that yourself. I used to always, like when I watched the Ike and Tina movie, or when I watched The Color Purple, like, dang, she put up with that, she went through that. But when I actually went through that abusive relationship myself, I was like, okay, I see, it's hard it was hard for me to get out of it, y'all. Got to this abusive relationship. When I started to smoke and drink, I went to jail for doing stupid stuff. Like I said, during that time, I felt like nobody didn't care about me. Like, I picked on a lot. So I felt like nobody didn't want me. I wasn't getting any attention. So I would do stupid things to get attention. Like, I ended up going to jail, y'all. I'm not ashamed to tell my testimony, y'all, because somebody could be going through a situation like this. Somebody could have been through this situation and want to know how to get out, what to do to get out. Don't do stuff to fit in with the crowd, because it's gonna end. That's a bad road to get into, to go down on. That's a bad situation to get into with him and his wife. And he ended up getting locked up, and that was the only way I got out of that relationship. So God was kind of punishing me from leaving my lifestyle that I was supposed to be living. I ended up God had something on the other side for me to get out, and that was the only way for me to get out is by him going to jail, getting locked up. So I got out of that relationship. But I still end up doing things that I just wasn't raised up to do. I was still smoking, still drinking, doing stuff. I was fornicating, y'all. I was doing all kind of stuff that I knew that I was realize that going out there, living in the world, is not gonna make people not gonna like you. By doing things that they are doing. So like I stated, I was drinking, I was smoking, I was doing just stuff. I was just out there, y'all. You know what I'm saying? I was just out there. So what actually made me realize that this lifestyle is not for me. Like, even though I was out there doing my thing, trying to make friends, trying to fit in, but the people, it's like the prodigal son. And they got a movie called, I think it's Preacher Kid, Preacher Daughter, something like that. I had a movie in my DVD collection. And one day I'm going to do a video on my DVD collection, because I am a DVD addict. Like, I guess you could say I collect DVDs and stuff, y'all. But it's a movie about this girl, and she was raised up in a Christian life. Her dad was a pastor and everything. And she ended up moving away from home, thinking she can choose a better lifestyle for herself, just like I thought I could. And she was in a vulnerable moment where what opportunity came to her, she was like, okay, what the heck? Just like I was when that opportunity came, where I can leave home and kind of do my own thing. That's how in the movie the girl felt like. So she left home and she did her own little thing. She ended up getting into a bad relationship with a man. And that's the same thing I just said what happened to me. I ended up getting a bad relationship. Even when I got out the bad relationship, I ended up staying. Okay, I got out the bad relationship, but I didn't come back home. I didn't come back to my parents or anything. I actually stayed up there for like a whole another year. And I know some of y'all probably thinking like, why you didn't just come back home after going through something like that? I would have came back home. Well, I felt the shame. I felt like my parents wouldn't, I felt like people would talk about me. I felt like people would think, oh, I told y'all, yeah, I see she came back home. I just didn't feel like I belonged back home at the time, because I had been so far in the world. I felt like wasn't nobody accept me. I felt you shouldn't get pregnant, you shouldn't fornicate, you shouldn't do none of that until you are married. And I tried my best to stick with that. But when I came to realize that all this stuff that I'm doing, all this stuff that I'm going through is not what I want to deal with, I came back to Christ. I gave my life back to Christ. Like the Bible states that God is married to the backsliders. I was a backslider, y'all. And God just said, let me back. So if you out there struggling, trying to become a Christian, it's a backslider, God will take you back. Don't let nobody tell you God will not take you back, because He had took me back. Even when I was able to get out of that abusive relationship, there was a door open for me to actually turn my life back over to God. Then God was giving me an opportunity, but I still didn't take that opportunity, and still decided to just go on and doing my sinful thing. Go on and continue smoking and drinking. So God was like, okay, so she's still not gonna, listen to me. Okay, so let me do this. Let me allow her to get pregnant and then turn around and take the baby away from her. See, that's why I say God will get your attention. Or believe me, He will. He got my attention. Even when me and my husband first got married, it seemed like we was going through things that I didn't want to go through. It seemed like things wasn't turning out the way I wanted it to turn out. So when I finally just say, you know what, God, I'm tired. I'm tired, God. I'm coming back home, God. I'm coming back to you. Lord, forgive me for all my sin. I want to be washed. I want to be made whole again and clean. Lord, just shape me, make me, mold me. When I did all that and I got sincere, completely turned my life got back with Jesus, it seemed like doors open. Everything went back smoothly. Um, and my life just got into a good life. Now, I'm not saying I'm perfect, y'all. I said this before. I'm not perfect. I make mistakes. Okay, I catch myself doing things and I pray and have to ask God for forgiveness. And sometimes you don't know that you did something, and that's why when I pray at night, I say, Lord, if I did anything that I'm not aware of, forgive me. If I'm not doing something for you that I need to be doing, tell me. Some people say you shouldn't ask God questions, but I feel like if you don't ask God questions, how would you know how to make it through life? How would you know what to do and what not to do? I just pray that this testimony can help someone. I just pray that if you don't know Jesus, that you will accept Jesus into your life, even if you never been raised into a Christian home and you're out there going through things. Maybe you do a lot of smoking, drinking, clubbing, whatever you're doing. Sister, brother, you don't have to live that way. Turn it over to God. Pray to God. He will save you. I promise you, when you get saved, things will start to open up. Your road will start to get easier. I'm not going to say it's going to be peach and creamy every day, because it's not peach and creamy. You're going to go through trials and tribulations, okay? You're going to go through some things in life. But God will help you go through the things, okay? He will. Sorry about that, but I just hope this was a good message for someone. I thank y'all for watching my channel. Don't forget to like, comment, and subscribe. Until next time, y'all. See y'all later. God bless.